After. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the 10 o'clock news. I'm Stacy Larkin. Another senseless crime rocked our fair city today. One man's account of a wild spree killer robbed the lives of two police officers, a father and a young man. Sources tell us that the killings could be connected to the death of a local 13-year-old girl, whose body was found only a few short days ago. News correspondent Becky Raslin reports the story.
At approximately 2:10 a.m., Wessex police found two of their colleagues, Timothy O'Rourke and Annabella Soto, dead in the parking lot of Wessex Community College. The officers were investigating the alleged murders of two men along Paul DiCarlo Trail.
He came into the station, frantic, blood-beaten, reporting a murder. At the time, it didn't seem like the kind of crime that required more than just a couple officers.
The young man reporting the incident told Lindecki that he and one of the victims were exploring the area when a crazed, cannibalistic madman attacked them, ultimately leaving 4 dead bodies in his wake. He also claimed to have narrowly escaped with his own life.
The bodies were obscenely dismembered, just ripped apart. We're still trying to pick up all the pieces. We haven't seen anything this bad since the little girl in Clayton.
That girl was 13-year-old Bryce Garland, whose parents found savagely mutilated in a field no more than 10 yards from the family's house. She was pronounced dead by hospital staff on Friday, April 11th. Here's a clip from the interview we conducted with the Garlands earlier today.
Bryce was a wonderful child. Beautiful, athletic.
Smart.
Yes, very smart. Fabulous student. Everybody loved her.
I remember this bake sale her and her friends organized. They wanted to attend a retreat in Seattle. Our church couldn't afford to take them, so they raised the money themselves by baking treats and selling them to members of the community.
It wasn't her time. She had so much potential to really go places.
According to emergency dispatch transcripts, Mr. Garland attributed Bryce's death to a wild animal, but recent autopsy reports reveal that her lacerations could have been the work of human hands.
Our first order of business was to determine whether the decedent died of natural causes or if an animal was indeed responsible. Many of the teeth marks we found weren't characteristic of any known animal in this region. The victim appears too young and healthy to have died any other way.
But the Garlands aren't the only family to experience a great loss. Miss Baxter and her 2 boys are also dealing with the death of a loved one. Mr. Baxter was the 3rd body found on Paul DiCarlo.
What's wrong with this world? My boys needed their father. I needed him. For a man to just leave his family and... I'll never understand it. Never.
The Paul DiCarlo crime has the city's citizens reeling, pessimistic of events to come. One resident has gone so far as to propose a vigilante group to thwart police efforts.
Things need to change in this town, and if the police won't do something about it, I know a few people that will.
The man involved in the 4 deaths is currently under intensive care here at Wessex County General Hospital. Authorities plan to continue investigating this case until the identity of the killer is confirmed. In the meantime, police have agreed to patrol the streets 24/7 for any suspicious activity. Local professionals are offering free counseling to anybody who needs it. Please visit foxnews.com for more details. I'm Becky Raslin, Fox News. Back to you, Stacy.
Before. All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything if it'll save another innocent life from the hungry man. I don't know who he is, where he comes from, or how long he's been here. All I know is that he has to be stopped. Before. Ever hear of Liam Broth from Piper, or the twins Barry and Daniel Sumter from Lawrence? I thought so. Almost everybody around here has. They were young and attractive, and like most of the beast's victims, their bodies were eaten alive, sexually assaulted, and left to rot. Despite this, the press never revisited the case. But I'm not here to hype up the hungry man's exploits, as the tabloids dubbed him. I'm only here to tell you my version of what happened, to share. Let me tell you a story. It takes place on the evening of Sunday, April 13th. My version will not only help you understand me, but maybe the beast too. I warn you, what you're about to hear isn't PG material. Things might get a little explicit in some parts. Nobody here's a homophobe, right? Well, even if you are, you probably won't be after hearing this.